Hello guys, if you are looking to get mortgage protection, if you just bought a house, you're starting a new family, and you want to make sure that your family is secure, you want to make sure your house is paid off, the mortgage paid off in the event something does happen to you, whether it's an accident or sickness. Comment the word info below and I'll reach out and I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty simple. It's all done through the phone. It's all done on the phone. It takes 10-15 minutes. All you have to do is just answer some health questions, and that lets us know how much you qualify for. The younger and healthier you are, the more you qualify for. It feels like 100 degrees out here, but it feels nice though. Anyway, so if you're still early in your journey and you just got married and you don't have any children yet, the earlier you are in your journey as far as starting a new life, the healthier you are, the more affordable and the more coverage you can get. We can get mortgage protection for, say if your house is $400,000 left on it, and you want to get coverage for $400,000 just to make sure in the event something does happen to you and you're unable to produce that paycheck anymore. You know that mortgage protection is gonna allow you to pay off the house, and you don't have to worry about the mortgage payment anymore. And you know your spouse, she'll have a peace of mind. And if you do have children, you know you don't have to downsize, sell the house and move into a smaller apartment. God, I'm so glad I went out for this walk. Also, in the event something does happen to you and you're unable to, if you're the main income earner in the house and you're unable to bring that paycheck in anymore, and you do get that $400,000, for example, for your mortgage protection, you could use like $200,000 and put it towards your mortgage. You know, it's just an option, and that will cut down your payment in half. So if your payment is $1,000, it will go down to $500 a month, which is, you know, it's pretty nice. And you can use the other $200,000 to kind of live off of, pay bills, and I just saw a woodpecker. There it is. They're so beautiful. Let me see if I can film it. No, he's hiding. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so you can use half of your mortgage protection payment toward your mortgage, and you can take the other half and use it however you see fit. Pay off debt, do your pay off what's it called, a car note. If you have $30,000-$40,000 left on the car, you can pay it off, or however much that is. That's still going to leave you with $150,000 in cash to do whatever you need to do with it until you get back on your feet. Sometimes people use part of that money for to go see a specialist doctor, because your health insurance will only cover so much, and it would stop paying after a certain point. So by having a mortgage protection policy, and you have that $400,000 coming your way, you can go see a specialist and to basically diagnose your health issue. Because I know if it was me, and if I have $400,000 in the bank and my health is at jeopardy, I would definitely focus on getting back on my feet first. That would be like my top priority. I would definitely contact a specialist in the event you get say a heart attack, cancer, and your insurance would stop paying after a certain point. You can actually use the money that's coming from your payment and hire a specialist. You know, you can hire somebody, the best doctor in the field, to give you to get a second opinion, basically, and take a closer look and see if your issue can be resolved with an alternative solution, perhaps maybe holistic medicine, like eating certain foods or performing certain exercises, maybe swimming, walking. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but they could find another solution for you and help you heal fast. I've heard people that have had cancer and they were able to go the holistic route. They literally got back on their feet in 2 months. Can you imagine in 2 months completely getting rid of cancer? But you need experts to work with you, you know. They have to do the proper blood work and blood exams to isolate the problem. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea what I'm talking about, but so if any of you guys looking for mortgage protection, or even something as simple as final expense, if you need just enough money to do your burial, or if you choose to go the cremation option, I have noticed a lot of people are actually beginning to consider that option, which is very interesting. A lot of my clients that I talk to, they all opting to the cremation because solely for one reason: it's the cost. So if you get a $50,000 policy to cover your final expense, burial or cremation, that'll give you enough room to go either route, yeah? And you can have you can invite family members, and you can afford to do a big party when, not a big party, a big reunion, whatever you want to call it. You know, have all your family members flown in and pay for meals and I don't know, just somewhere to host the whole thing, you know? Be nice to have a little extra money. But if you want just a basic cremation or burial, you can get a small policy, $10,000, $20,000. You guys just comment the word info, and I'll personally reach out and show you how to do this. It's a pretty simple process, really. It's all done over the phone. You just have to answer a series of health questions, and based on that, I'm a broker, so I can shop around and find the best company that offer your coverage. And I want to mention something too. I hear a lot of my clients, sometimes they would call or text and they mention something about they already are dealing with some type of critical or chronic illness, you know, cancer or whatever. But even with that, I can shop around and I can find you a policy, or not a policy, an insurance carrier that will approve you. There's companies out there that will offer guaranteed issue policies. So no matter what your health condition is, I'll still be able to find you a solution. Yeah? These policies are quite inexpensive, so I can see my face now. It's so bright. There you go now, I can't see anything. Excuse me. So yeah, if you need a final expense or mortgage protection, comment the word info underneath below this video, and I'll be more than happy to reach out and find you a solution. I know everybody needs help. Everybody needs to be educated. Everybody needs someone they can trust. They can have that conversation with. And I love doing what I'm doing. And I love to help people. I love to give people solutions. You know, offer solutions for big problems like this. The thing is, like when you die, for example, you don't want your family to be burdened with your final expense. Yeah? You don't want them to start a GoFundMe and then try to come up with the money to pay for your burial. That's going to really put a lot of stress on them. Even if your children had it, for example, or your spouse had it, that money that they have, it's probably put away for their savings and for their later down the road rainy days. Yeah. So by you getting a policy, when you get a policy and you protect yourself, you're taking that burden off of your family. Your children don't have to worry about it. Your spouse doesn't have to worry about it. You spend $1 a day and we give you a policy that would cover your burial or cremation or whatever it is that you choose. You decide how much you want to pay a month, and I'll shop around and try to find you a policy that would actually fit your needs. We'll just do some need analysis. I'll ask some questions, and based on that, I'll know what direction to go with the policy. Same thing that goes with the mortgage protection. If you guys need mortgage protection, basically in the event something does happen to you, same scenario, and you're unable to bring home that paycheck because of an accident or illness, that mortgage protection money comes in right away, and you'll be able to use it for whatever you like. So you can take the stress off of your wife. It doesn't have to be so stressed figuring out how to come up with the mortgage money, with the mortgage payment every month. When you're already prepared, if you have the foresight to think ahead and prepare yourself with a nice mortgage protection policy that will be there for you. Basically what you're doing, you're transferring the risk from you to the insurance company. So the insurance company is saying in the event that you have a major accident or major illness, we will pay off your mortgage. Yeah? Sometimes people need a small policy and they may have 100,000 or 200,000. It's up to you. You decide even if you have, like say, 100,000 left on your what's it called, on your mortgage, you could still get a policy for 200,000. This way, you'll have a little extra to use for whatever you need to get you, help you survive, basically, until you get back on your feet. I wish you guys were out here with me. This feels so good. Nobody likes to go out in the afternoon to go for a walk because the sun is so hot, but I actually love it. People like to go either early in the morning or later in the evening, but I have no problem with it. I absolutely enjoy this. Yeah, guys, reach out to me for all your mortgage protection needs or final expense. The sooner you do it, the better. One thing that's working for your advantage right now is you're still young and healthy. So do it now while you can, because tomorrow your health could change and you may not be eligible to get that mortgage protection or the final expense. But even if you do get the policy, you get the if you get the mortgage protection a few years down the road, your health could change, and instead of paying $100 a month, you're probably paying $500 a month because you're older and you have health issues. So the way the insurance carriers do it, they look at mortality. How old are you? There's three things that they base it on: age, gender, and tobacco use. Those are the first thing they look at. And then after that, it's a series of health questions, and they check your MIB, make sure to see what medication you're taking. And based on that, they issue the policy. And as soon as the policy is issued, here's something I want to mention, two important things. When you get the money, you get it tax-free. So if you're getting mortgage protection policy for $400,000, and if you do need it, you're going to get $400,000 tax-free. Isn't that incredible? You get the whole thing tax-free. There's nothing out there in the market that will give you tax-free. Nothing's tax-free except for mortgage protection. But here's another thing too that I want to mention that's really important. If you get the policy, your mortgage protection today, or your final expense, either one, and a month later you're unable to work due to health issues, accident, or illness, you'll be able to get that $400,000 next month, tax-free. So you'll have one payment into the policy, and next thing, your mortgage is paid off, or your final expense is covered. So that's a nice thing to have. It's a peace of mind, yeah? Know that you don't have to worry about that part, because you don't want to die and burden your family with all these expenses. It's not their fault, you know? So it'll be like the last I love you you're going to give to your family when you get the final expense. So basically when you die, when you pass away, your family doesn't have to be burdened having to come up with the money to figure out how to do a burial or a cremation process. You know, nobody, you know as well as I do, nobody wants to burden their family with things like that, yeah? We want them to remember us with something good, not something bad. Look how beautiful it is out here, guys. It's so beautiful.
Medical costs are the number one cause of bankruptcy, but it doesn't have to be that way.
If you're diagnosed with a critical, chronic, or terminal illness, that money can be used to cover medical bills, long-term care, or even everyday expenses so you don't drain your savings or go into debt to survive. Protect your health and your finances. Call or text me at 910-447-6508 to learn how it works. Please don't wait for a crisis to wish you had it. Text me at 910-447-6508. I'll help you get protected. Being a mom means always protecting your family. Mortgage and final expense coverage helps keep your home, covers funeral costs, and gives you cash if you get sick. Living benefits. No plan equals major stress for your kids. Text PROTECT or call 910-447-6508.
If something were to happen tomorrow, would your family still own the house? Mortgage protection can cover your payments and give you access to cash during illness, living benefits. Please don't leave it to chance. Text PROTECT or call 910-447-6508.
Don't forget to scan the barcode to get started today. Wishing you health, protection, and peace of mind.